Hi guys.
Hi.
We're back again with more scary stories. So
yeah, this is one we had quite recently.
Yeah, it was very recent. So we went down to Malvern, and there's a nunnery there. Now this is probably the only nunnery in the country that you can go to that's still in existence.
Yeah.
Now this nunnery was active up until was it the 80s? Like it was something like that.
Yeah, it was quite recent, weren't it? It was up
so
until
the convent still actually exists, but they moved up to sort of Leeds. But the place is absolutely stunning. So it's run by Spooktacular events, and
they're a fantastic ghost event company. So
they are really good.
Research them. They're all on YouTube, so have a look at that.
They're on YouTube. They're on Facebook. Yeah, they're definitely worth going with, and they're definitely legit. So I think it was only a small group.
Yeah, there was only 7 of us.
I think 7 including the host.
Yeah.
So Nat has been there quite a lot.
It was quite a personal experience.
I think it's the most personal we've ever done as a ghost hunt. So, I mean, the evening started out really well. We went around, had a look at everywhere, and there's still the cloisters, there's still the chapel. It's all still got its stained windows.
It was a big place really to investigate.
Yeah, it was.
Especially when there's only 7 of you.
Yeah, no, there was not a lot of people at all.
No.
So, yeah, we started off in sort of the chapel and got quite a lot of activity with cat balls.
Yeah, we had experience with cat balls. We had a caretaker come through from what we gathered, asking the questions and what we got back. We used different cat balls, not just ours, but theirs as well.
Yeah.
We did ask
human pendulum.
Human pendulum, yes. Yeah, so we got answers from when we did the human pendulum.
Or human pendant. Is it human pendant?
I think it's human pendulum. I don't know.
Whichever one it is. Where you stand in the middle, you ask questions and rock back and forward.
Rocks back and forth to answer yes or no.
Yeah, and we used a flashlight, and the flashlight was the most interesting thing, because we've pulled that up before to say, like, there's a method where you get like a mag light and undo it, and it can flash because it gets hot and cold, and then the seal touches. We don't know, because this happened with us. We didn't touch the flashlight, and it didn't go off again all night. So
no, and it was interesting because this only happened, the flashlight only went off when we asked questions, but we would ask the same question like probably 2 or 3 times and it would answer correctly.
Same. It would answer the same each time. It wasn't just random, and it wasn't like a timed thing. It wasn't on a timer.
It was on a timer, and the weird thing was, even after those questions, we just got talking and we just forgot about, the whole investigation, and nothing happened. It didn't go off again, did it?
No, it didn't go off again.
Once we ignored it, it just didn't do the same thing again. It was strange.
Yeah, I mean, we had a few more experiences. So we sat in the cloisters.
This was my favourite experience.
So yeah, we do a lot of watch and wait, and we like that because we'd set up some equipment at the sort of the corners, and we were sat on like a pew almost, a bench, and it was a corner style, and I think I was sat closest to the corner, and we heard a massive bang in the chapel. Now bearing in mind, it's locked. We're locked in. We're with the owner.
Nobody else can come in. She's the owner. She's got the keys. No one's getting in that building.
Yeah, I mean, the gates are locked outside, so somebody's got to climb over the wall. Then they've got to try and get in.
You'd be able to hear him as well, so
we'd know about it. So there was nobody in the chapel, but there was a huge bang in there, which that started it. And as we were sat there, we could hear this footsteps, and a bit of a swish. Of like a gown almost.
It was, the footsteps were almost like really quiet, and they were getting louder and louder and louder, and we actually thought
something's going to come around the corner.
Yeah, someone's going to walk around the corner and we're going to see something.
And that's not something, again, we can sort of put on anything. You can't really say it's animal, you can't really say it's anything else.
No.
And it felt like something was going to walk around that corner, and then
there was a lot of residual energy.
That's when a cat ball went off on the floor.
Yeah, the cat ball went off, It went off as soon as we heard the footsteps getting louder and louder. You could feel, you could actually hear where the footsteps were, and the cat ball went off.
Incredible.
It was so weird.
But then we had some more experiences later with...
before mentioning the basement...
No, it was the Estes method. I was going to say the Estes method that we used. So we were sat in one of the rooms, again, there's only a select few of us, and we were using what we called spirit dice. I've never seen those before, never used them, but we'd also got an Estes method set up. So that's somebody with some headphones on, listening to a spirit box,
I remember.
And then asking questions across the other side of the room. That person can't hear you. We all had a go on the Estes, and just as one of us asked, and I think we'd rolled the dice, and Nat was spelling out J-O-H, and the woman in the corner
shouted
John.
And she, like we
She
said,
had no idea that we were going to say
She had
that.
headphones on.
It wasn't going to be mentioned.
No.
Like, we never said anything about it, and nobody pulled it up. But the thing is, they've had that for the past 3 weekends running. So really weird. And it was a Father John, and I think he's actually in the paperwork for actually being there. And apparently he didn't do he was very, very mean to some of the nuns there.
Yeah, he was quite notorious.
So
wasn't a nice priest.
We did get voices through from the nuns, but then they'd be suddenly quieted by, Father John. He would stop them speaking.
Yeah.
So in death, it's the same in life. Really strange.
Really strange. But what I wanted to mention is also in the cloisters is we heard not just footsteps, we did hear talking. There was a lot of mumbling, so we could actually hear voices. It almost the whole nunnery become active, almost like there were people already in the building talking. It was acting like it was when it was
inhabited.
Yeah. And it was bizarre. I mean, we was hearing full on conversations. We couldn't understand what they were saying. It was mumbling throughout, and it was one of the best experiences of my life.
It's definitely one of the better ones. But we have got another one to tell as well, which is the school. Now, not as much happened there, but what did was really, really good.
Yeah.
So we'll say about that in the next one.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do another video on that one, because we'll have to probably gather our information together, because there was even though there wasn't a lot going off, the stuff what did go off was brilliant.
It was really good.
Yeah. So you'll have to stay tuned for the next one for that one. So yeah.
Anyway, that's it. So
hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, if you like that, again, tell us if you've got any experiences of your own, or if you'd like to have us come and visit. As you can probably tell, we're very unbiased. We want to believe, and
we do want to believe. And I mean, let us know if you'd like us to actually go there again and see if we can film it this time, and hopefully something might happen. I mean, ghosts don't appear when you ask it.
Yeah, they don't appear on command.
Yeah,
it's a very hit and miss sort of subject, and we totally respect that.
Yeah.
We've been to places where they've been active one time, not active the next, and not the same activity. And it is very hit and miss.
It almost makes it more believable, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For us. So I would say
Definitely.
we're quite sceptical. So
Yeah, definitely.
oh, thank you for listening.
Thank
Hope
you.
you enjoyed that, and I'll see you later.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.